I just had a police officer apologize for pulling me over because I had my license and registration. That's a first, for sure. I told him that because I have my license and registration, I like showing them off, and he laughed at me and gave me a salute, so that was a good morning. I just did a private with Yodkun Pan. That was fun. He was working with me on some of the things that I was complaining to him about from my last fight. Mainly that I kind of am coming in too straight and not cutting angles, and I totally know the solution to what this girl was doing to me when I'm not on the ring, but when I was in the fight I like could not solve this super easy like hands in my face thing. But there have been two opponents now who are southpaw, and I fight southpaw, so I'm losing to southpaws who just stick their hands in my face, and it's totally working really well. So we worked a lot on that in the session, which was really good for me. So just being able to like pivot and cut angles and things like that is something that I've been working on a lot in the week since I've been coming back from the summit, and it feels pretty good. So that's what I'm working on. I had this really rough day the other day, like really bad. I called it my stinky mop water day because it felt like I was just this wet rag that was like everything I touched was making it stink with my stinky mop water smell. It was just a bad mental day, not a big deal. I made it through, and the next day I was lifting weights with Pinu, and he was like, "What's wrong with you yesterday? You seemed really upset." He's like, "Your eyes are dark." And this conversation was all in Thai, so this is all paraphrasing, but I told him it wasn't a big deal that I was feeling much better that day, and that the day before I had this problem that people in the world have, which is you think too much about tomorrow, which hasn't happened yet, so any of the problems that you think you have haven't happened, or you think too much about yesterday, which is gone already, and so those problems you're carrying with you in your head, basically all you have is today, you just worry about today, and that my problem was that the day before I was thinking way too much about tomorrow kind of deal. I felt super hopeless. It was a rough day. And I was kind of proud of myself, like having a mature attitude about understanding what was going on in that day. And Pinu gave me this really beautiful, super concise, very Buddhist and Stoic lesson about how if you're on your path, there will be an obstacle in front of it. If you try to go around the obstacle, you're on a different path, and every path has an obstacle, so you'll just encounter a different obstacle. So basically the obstacle is the way. So when you're on your path and you encounter the obstacle, unless you want to change your path and encounter new obstacles, the only option is through. And he made this like hand gesture of like going through the obstacle. It's really beautiful. So that put a big smile on my face. I like Stoic lessons. So that's kind of something that I'm working with this week, because I have lots of ongoing mental issues right now. I have another fight coming up, which is good. It gives me something to focus on, but it's almost 2 weeks away. But this idea that like whatever my issues are, the only way is through, is really helpful. So that's Pinu's lesson to me, and so I am reiterating that lesson out to you guys. Yeah, getting to it, keeping to it, and feeling a little bit better. So talk to you guys later.